There are literally thousands of wonderful locations in the UK to get your wildlife fix. From coastal walks to inland reserves, the choices are endless. But what happens if you can't get to them? Busy lifestyles, no car, Elon Musk not invented the time machine yet? But the real question is, do you need to travel far to see wildlife? And the answer to that is no. We're here in my wonderful hometown of Coggeshall in Essex, where, with a little help from Google Maps, some inside knowledge and some raw determination, we'll go and find out what Mother Nature has for us on our own doorsteps. Let's go find out. Coggeshall is steeped in history and offers photographers a wide selection of subjects to shoot. From 14th century listed buildings to beautiful country walks, there's plenty to go at here. I've drawn a 1 mile circumference to navigate and listed 5 of my favourite local hotspots, including the Churchyard, Farmland, Woodland and the river. But to start this mission, where better to begin than in your own back garden? The garden is a great place to start, and normally a zone that is really familiar, and that gives you a good head start. Most wildlife encounters tend to be sporadic and can be frustrating if you don't know the environment. The garden, be it your own or a family or even a community garden, allows you to observe nature on a regular basis, giving you the upper hand. Bird feeders can draw in a variety of wild birds into your garden, including robins, blue tits and even finches. If you're very lucky, and depending on what you're serving up, you could attract rarer visitors like the nuthatch or even a greater-spotted woodpecker. Also keep your eye open for the fast-moving predators like sparrowhawks and kestrels. As well as bird life, you can attract small and the not-so-small mammals as well, including field mice and voles, and even foxes if you're lucky. The garden can be a great place to start, but it can be quite limiting depending on your environment. So let's move on and go to our next port of call. There's no better way to explore the village than on foot. Well, maybe helicopter, but you can't have everything. The Churchyard is a haven for wildlife and offers a vast collection of subjects to photograph. This peaceful environment is ideal for flourishing families and new homes. Its tall trees and shaded nooks make it a great place for owls, including barn owls, tawny owls and little owls. Green woodpeckers are often seen and heard here, along with plenty of squawking jays and magpies. Small birds are in abundance here, including sparrows, dunnocks and blackbirds, and the possible special guest appearance of a tree creeper or a spotted flycatcher. Mammals also make their home in the Churchyard, including grey squirrels, hedgehogs and bats. And it's also a perfect environment for a variety of butterfly species, including the painted lady, commas and red admirals. Right, time to move on. Our next waypoint is just over there. When I say just over there, I mean about 25 miles away. Only joking. The River Blackwater runs through the heart of Coggeshall and is a true spectacle of beauty, with its red brick arches and hanging willows. All freshwater sources play a major part in nature's ecological system, a place to bathe, drink and not least of all, to live. Along with the ducks and geese, who both commonly frequent this part of the river, it's also home to a selection of wildlife, including water voles, kingfishers and even otters have been seen here. You should see plenty of mayflies and dragonflies in the spring and summer months, and get your polarisers on to catch a glimpse of the chub, roach and dace in the cool flowing water. Okay, next on the tour. We have wonderful farmland surrounding us, which presents us with the perfect opportunity to spot wildlife coming in and out of the village. The crop fields lure in the deer, and here we've got 3 types including muntjac, roe and fallow, a fantastic vision, especially in great numbers. Hares love these fields for grazing, along with grass snakes and newts in the wetter areas. Also look out for foxes, especially after the farmers have cut crops. It makes great hunting for predators to find small mammals. You'll also find predatory birds here too, including buzzards, hawks and even red kites. Butterflies and moths are in abundance, along with plentiful bird life including red-legged partridges, pheasants and wood pigeons. Okay, last but not least. It's a short walk to our next location, and I'm hoping the sun stays out. The woods holds a rapturous species, and one that could see you running out of memory card space pretty quick. It's flourishing with bird life, including bullfinches, blackcaps, cuckoos, along with all of the other species mentioned before. Maybe not the kingfisher. All 3 species of deer roam the woods, and if you're very lucky, badgers too. Their sets are easy to identify, but not to find. Fresh earth around the set opening could mean there's an occupant within. But please remember to give them space. You wouldn't like someone peering through your front door, would you? And there you have it. 5 locations to explore, on foot, open for everyone to enjoy. Whatever your circumstances, you live in a busy city, a remote part of the world, you can always find somewhere where nature thrives.